February 17th, 1920, 100 years ago today, America officially went dry. Prohibition, embodied in the Constitution's 18th Amendment, banned the sale, manufacturing, and transportation of alcohol.
But it was legal to drink, and alcohol was widely available throughout Prohibition, which ended in 1933. How did it affect Wisconsin, notorious for its many bars and heavy drinkers? Jim Drager is the co-author of Bottoms Up, a toast to Wisconsin's historic bars and breweries. Good to see you again. Welcome
back.
Thank you.
Thanks for braving the weather to get out here today.
It's exciting.
So what was the thinking behind Prohibition?
Well, Prohibition really grew from an attempt to try to address the problems that were related to people consuming a lot of alcohol. Before Prohibition, people drank about 3 times as much alcohol as people do today. So it was a very significant problem, and there weren't the kind of social safety nets that helped people with that were affected by drinking that there are today. So really the movement for Prohibition began in the church and was largely driven by women who were seeing the problems that related to their husbands and overconsumption.
So what were all the domino effects once the amendment went into place?
Well, you know, probably the biggest effect was after Prohibition was passed, the 4th largest industry in Milwaukee shut its doors, and thousands of people were put out of jobs. All of the people who worked in taverns, who owned taverns, they were all put out of work. People who owned liquor stores. It was a pretty significant shock to the economy. There were about 2,000 bars just in Milwaukee alone before Prohibition that all went dark.
Wow.
Wow, and it eventually led to some unsavory characters, right?
It sure did.
Organized crime really picked up here.
Yes, one of the big consequences of Prohibition was organized crime took off. And one of the other ones was ordinary people became criminals for trying to buy liquor.
And organized crime's fingers made its way into Madison, didn't it?
Oh, they sure did. In every city in the state, and Wisconsin was part of the bootleg network, with planes flying in from Canada carrying booze that was then brought in by car down to the larger urban markets.
Who was the governor at the time?
The governor was John Blaine at the time. He signed an act called the Severson Act that was the state's prohibition law. And ironically,
he had a unique role in this, didn't he?
Yes, ironically, he became a senator, and when he came to the Senate, he introduced the legislation to repeal the 19th Amendment and make liquor legal again.
And it repealed mostly because of the Depression?
Part of it was that, but I think it was widely recognized that it was an experiment that failed.
Didn't work.
Yeah, and it was actually women who led the effort for the repeal of Prohibition, because they saw all of the problems with organized crime and other issues related to it, and they said, this just is not working.
1933.
1933, correct.
Failed experiment. All right, Jim, interesting.
Jim, great to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pick up Jim's book, too. It's a very good read, yeah.
And careful driving home.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming
Great
out.
to see you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
There's more to come at 4. We're continuing to follow the winter storm moving through much of the area.
And then coming up, we'll share how much more snow we can expect. And wow, you can't see a thing out of the tower cam. Look at that. We'll let you know when this will all wrap up. We'll check in with Chris Reese when we come back.
For reliable weather day in and day out, watch First Alert Weather.
A good night's sleep starts with Steinhoffel's largest selection of name brand mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. Right now, save over 60% on this Beautyrest Silver Queen mattress, now only $4.99. Or get a free Beautyrest weighted blanket and $200 in Steinhoffel's bonus cash with any Beautyrest Black mattress. All this plus free next day delivery. Steinhoffel's has all of the best brands, so you can try before you buy. We are your mattress shopping destination.
America isn't just sick of Donald Trump. America's getting sicker. There are 1 million more uninsured Americans every year under Trump, and he's repeatedly tried to repeal Obamacare. Mike Bloomberg will make sure everyone without health coverage can get it, and everyone who likes theirs keep it, while capping fees to lower costs. As mayor, he helped expand coverage to 700,000 more people and champion women's reproductive health. As president, he'll give access to everyone.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message. bird's going to fly at the Alliance Energy Center. The Monsters of Destruction this Friday and Saturday at 7:30 and Sunday at 2 p.m. Top monster trucks including War Wizard and Barbarian and the return of Bad Habit, along with insane action of freestyle model drops. Get pit passes at Weaver Auto Parts for a pit party with the drivers and the riders. Let's go for a ride in a monster truck. Get tickets now. Details at monstersofdestruction.com. Mountain Dew welcomes you to the Monsters of Destruction, January 24th, 25th, and 26th.
Once Weekly Ozempic is helping many people with type 2 diabetes like James lower their blood sugar. A majority of adults who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
Here's your A1C.
Oh, my A1C is under 7.
And you may lose weight. Adults who took Ozempic lost on average up to 12 pounds.
I lost almost 12 pounds.
Oh.
Ozempic does not increase the risk of major cardiovascular events like heart attack, stroke, or death.
There's no increased risk.
Oh.
And I only have to take it once a week.
Oh. Ozempic should not be the first medicine for treating diabetes or for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not share needles or pens. Don't reuse needles. Do not take Ozempic if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Ozempic. Stop taking Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Once Weekly Ozempic is helping me reach my blood sugar goal.
You may pay as little as $25 per prescription. Ask your healthcare provider today about Once Weekly Ozempic.
Take a look at this. Insane video from Italy shows a person narrowly escaping a massive landslide. You can see the pedestrian holding a blue umbrella and then disappearing out of the shot. Moments later, an enormous wave of mud and rocks slams into the area. Local officials later reported that the person in the video managed to survive the landslide, and they're hoping the terrifying video will teach others to always heed alerts issued by authorities.
Yes, boy, wild weather everywhere, and that's not the only close call we have. The only close call we have on video today.
Yeah, that's right. Watch an 18-wheeler lose control. It's been 180 degrees on a snowy Maine highway. A state trooper was responding to a separate incident when it happened. The truck's driver is seen applying the brakes, and then he loses control. Now, after spinning around and slamming into a guardrail, the truck comes to a rest. No one was injured in the incident, but this is a good reminder to slow down and to stay off of snowy roads altogether.
That's what's going through the minds of the people in that car.
Frightening, absolutely frightening. And the snow tonight came in so fast, it was almost like somebody flipped a switch.
It came in with a vengeance. We went to from nothing to seemingly whiteout conditions almost immediately. I think that continues. I have that full first alert forecast coming up right after this break. I'm breaking it all down, so don't go anywhere.
What are we supposed to be looking at here?
We are looking at the Edgewater Sky camera.
Bring your family and friends to Monk's Bar and Grill, home of the mouth-watering half-pound ultimate Monk burgers. Try the Prime Nacho Burger, the Brisket Burger, the Alamo, or the Big Ten. Monk's Bar and Grill, serving up a good time since 1947.
We made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
USAA. My psoriatic arthritis pain, I had enough. It's not getting in my way.
Joint pain, swelling, tenderness, much better.
My psoriasis, clearer. Cosentix works on all of this.
4 years and counting.
So watch out. I got this.
Watch me.
Real people with active psoriatic arthritis are feeling real relief with Cosentix. Cosentix is a different kind of targeted biologic. It treats the multiple symptoms of psoriatic arthritis to help you look and feel better. It even helps stop further joint damage. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentix. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur.
I just look and feel better.
I got real relief with Cosentix.
Watch me.
Feel real relief. Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentix.
25 years ago, one extraordinary show danced its way into history. Riverdance. Now it's time for the next step. Experience the breathtaking phenomenon, Riverdance, the 25th anniversary show.
At Overture Center, January 28th through 30th. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
Bring your family and friends to Monk's Bar and Grill, home of the mouth-watering half-pound ultimate Monk burgers. Try the Prime Nacho Burger, the Brisket Burger, the Alamo, or the Big Ten. Monk's Bar and Grill, serving up a good time since 1947.
News 3 Now First Alert Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Folks, the heavy snow has moved in. This is the belt line at Todd Drive right now. Already that snow starting to accumulate on the area highways, and the belt line will continue to become a parking lot. So when it comes to your commute, as we go through the next 4 hours, I'm putting the red light on for each individual hour because we're going to continue to see the heavy snow along with the wind. In fact, that wind is going to be increasing. So just try not to be out and about if you can help it, because things are going to continue to go downhill. Here's what we're watching right now. We've seen this heavy band of snow already work its way in towards Madison, especially the northeastern part of the county right now is where we're seeing some of that heaviest snow. Cottage Grove up towards Sun Prairie and then back over towards Waunakee. You were getting in on what has moved through southwestern Madison, really creating the problems that you see on the belt line. This line continues to move towards the north and east. So places like Watertown and Beaver Dam, odds are that snow is not reaching the ground just yet because a lot of this is Virga, but it is going to in a matter of minutes. Check it out, 4:38. That's when we'll likely start to see the snow work its way towards Beaver Dam. That'll be in Fond du Lac by the time we get you towards a little before 5:30. So this continues to push into the areas that have not seen the snow just yet. And there's more where that came from. As we look back towards the south and west, this is the heavy band of snow that we have been tracking pretty much all day long. It overperformed in parts of Nebraska and Iowa. So we're going to be watching the snowfall forecast very closely as we continue through the rest of this afternoon. But here's the system overall. That area of low pressure will move just over northern Illinois and parts of Wisconsin. By the way, this is the Edgewater Sky Camera. Completely whiteout conditions there shown on camera there. 24 degrees, heavy snow coming down, winds out of the south and east at 10 miles per hour as we speak. Visibility down to a quarter mile in Madison. Watertown and Juneau, that visibility is still 10 miles. That tells me that it's going to come in in a hurry, just like it did for folks down towards the south and west. Half a mile visibility in Lone Rock, Platteville up to 1 mile visibility, but Dubuque, Iowa back down to a quarter mile visibility. This is going to be what we're going to continue to see as we go through time. In fact, I have another graphic to show you that in just a moment. 5:30, we're still dealing with the heavy snow that sticks around through 8 o'clock. By the time we get you towards 11, focus on the pink starting to come in on those counties that border the state line. This is that area that I think has the best chance to see that wintry mix. That's why my snowfall totals are going to be a little bit lower as you work your way down south. By 1 o'clock in the morning, a little bit of drier air comes in. That transitions things over to a period of some freezing drizzle, but then more moisture wraps back into the system. We're going to be talking more snow by the time we get you towards the morning hours on Saturday. Also, pay attention just towards the south and east. We may get just warm enough for a little bit of rain from places like Janesville up towards Milwaukee and Kenosha. Again, this is an area where my snowfall forecast is going to be just a little bit lower. But folks, by 2:30 on Saturday, a lot of this begins to pull away, and that is when things will calm down. But the snow out there right now will be accompanied with 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts, if not more. When you have the strong winds around, that begins to create issues with the visibility. 6:30, rush hour, half-a-mile visibility in some places, 0-mile visibility as you work your way down towards Mineral Point and Platteville. And pay attention to just how long this low visibility sticks with us. This is 10:30. We're still dealing with visibility that is less than ideal. 0 visibility by the time we get you towards 1:30 in the morning. We get you towards 7 a.m. We're still looking at visibility down towards half a mile. So it's going to be a long impact by the time we get you towards that. So major impacts in terms of driving and walking. Snowfall amounts are going to remain modest, 4 to 6 inches here in Madison, 2 to 4 inches as you work your way down towards the south. And then folks, beyond that, it is going to be the wind chills. By the time we get you towards Sunday morning, wind chills are going to be down towards 25 degrees below zero, folks. And we do have chances for more of a wintry mix by the time we get you towards Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, along with next Sunday. So this is just a start of an active pattern once again.
It ain't fun to drive in, but I'm sure the polar bears sure like it.
I'm sure the polar bears are having a grand time.
That's a live picture from the Henry
That is
Violet
leaked footage
Zoo.
of me right now, if I wasn't in here. So
I saw you in the weather office drying your shirt out with the blow dryer.
Yes, because I was out in the snow having a good time. One of my family members is in town right now, and he has not seen snow in a very long time, so he's really excited for today.
That's
so I'll
wonderful.
be playing in it tonight.
That's great.
Yep.
And Chris will keep us up to date on the weekend weather on the News 3 this morning.
And then stay tuned on Sunday for CBS Sunday Morning.
Mo Rocca is filling in for Jane Pauley this Sunday, and we understand you have a lot coming up on Sunday morning, including a piece on Laura Dern. Hi, Mo.
Hi, Mark. How are you? Well, for this Sunday's show, that's right, Tracy Smith sat down with actress Laura Dern, who is having a moment with big roles in Little Women and her Oscar-nominated turn in Marriage Story. This is a high point in the career of someone who, as we learn, is quite literally a child of Hollywood. Roll tape.
The Wild Angels.
If you're a real fan of biker movies, you might remember the 1966 film, The Wild Angels.
Come here.
No. And two of the wildest angels were Bruce Dern and his blonde girlfriend, Diane Ladd. Seems they were pretty close off camera, too.
You were literally conceived on a movie set. Yes, true. 100% true. Even better on a Roger Corman biker movie. I feel very proud of that.
And Mark, I have to tell you, it's great to see her getting this recognition after a career of taking really big risks.
Absolutely. Interesting story.
I mean?
Didn't know that. All right, what else is on the show?
Well, we are celebrating Chinese New Year with dumplings, plus the story of artist Claude Monet, the music of Mumford & Sons, and how the Navy chose the name of a heroic ship's cook for its newest aircraft carrier.
What a variety.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, it really is.
It is a lot of variety, isn't it?
It really is. I can't wait to see it. We'll see you Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. Thanks, Mo.
Mark, can I ask you one question?
Sure, go ahead.
Steamed or fried?
Fried.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
We'll see you later, Mo.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. What does free mean? No cost, right? We've all seen ads about free things included with your purchase. Free carpet pad or installation with your carpet, free love seat with your sofa, 2 window blinds for the price of 1. But we know better, right? At McGann's, free means free. Free delivery and setup with purchases of $500 or more within 50 miles of Baraboo. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and Internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
All-wheel drive plus MPG, it's the impressive advantage. The new 2020 Subaru Impreza 2.0i now at Don Miller. Get true value in this Impreza built on Subaru's global platform, equipped with EyeSight Driver Assist technology. Lease the Impreza 2.0i, $199 per month plus tax, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, no security deposit, $19.99 due at signing. The Impreza 2.0i at Don Miller Subaru, West on Odana or East Side, High Crossing Boulevard, Madison.
Don Miller.
Heavenly hand cream. Heavenly hand cream? My hands get so dry and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief of dry, cracked hands. Thanks to O'Keeffe's, I got my hands back.
You're invited to step into a boisterous era of glitz and glam for an unforgettable evening at Frosty Ball 2020. Prepare to be razzle-dazzled with drinks, food, dancing, and more. We'll be putting on the Ritz in celebration of the arts. Frosty Ball 2020, January 25th. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
Tonight at 5, we're just 2 days away now from the NFC Championship matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. And we are live tonight from California ahead of the game.
Snow will pick up this evening and continue overnight, maybe mixing with a little bit of freezing drizzle south of Madison. Expecting several inches of accumulation. We'll take a closer look at that full forecast ahead. And ahead at 6, a new Willie Street venue faces multiple issues ahead of its opening, including not having a liquor license and a lease that restricts hip-hop music.
This is a live look at downtown San Francisco.
Beautiful city.
It really is spectacular. And down the road, not in San Francisco, Santa Clara, the Green Bay Packers are ready for a rematch after a disappointing loss to the San Francisco 49ers back in November.
We're continuing our coverage from San Francisco as the team prepares for the NFC title game. Our Melissa Kim is live outside Levi Stadium with a preview of this weekend's big game. Hi, Melissa.
Yeah, hi Mark and Susan. Gonna give you a sense of the weather, of course, as we always do. It's in the 50s here. I know that there's a lot of snow back in Wisconsin right now, but here it's kind of in the 50s. I've seen the native Californians, though, bundled up in like really, really warm jackets, and like you guys have no idea. Anyways, we are live here outside Levi Stadium, where on Sunday we'll have a rematch between the Packers and 49ers of the game that the Packers, as you mentioned, lost earlier this season. Now, we asked both teams, does this mean this is going to be a rematch of, was it going to be the exact same result here? And both teams says you can't really look at it like that. I talked to Tremont Williams after the Seahawks, the win over the Seahawks last Sunday, and he told me you can't look at it like that because the teams are in a very different position now. There's basically two different teams from when they were back then, 6 weeks ago, to right now. And he went on to say that, it's just different personalities of the team. Actually, the defense had a meeting after that loss to the 49ers and talked about how they really have to communicate better. And we've seen the defense improve significantly since then. They've been communicating better. They've won every single game since that loss to the 49ers. And meanwhile, head coach Kyle Shanahan, head coach of the 49ers today, he said the same thing. He said that there's something very cohesive and different happening in Green Bay now to make them successful since then. So both teams saying that it's a clean slate now. Loser goes home, and the winner goes to the Super Bowl. Guys, back to you.
5:40 Sunday on Fox. You can see that. Melissa, all right, we'll see you on later newscasts. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Have fun out there.
Still coming for Mamma Mia. It's Michael Bruno.
He's going backstage at Mamma Mia, produced by Verona Area Community Theater. That's when Live at 4 continues.
The deals keep coming at Furniture and Appliance Mart's giant sale and clearance event. Additional markdowns have been taken on a huge selection of clearance appliances up to 60% off, plus 18-month special financing. Bring your truck or trailer for immediate pickup or delivery. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
We are the Thrivers. Women with metastatic breast cancer. Standing in the struggle. Hustling through the hurt. Asking for science, not sorries. Our time for more time. has come. Living longer is possible and proven in women taking Kisqali plus fulvestrant or a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor. Kisqali is the only treatment in its class with proven overall survival results in 2 clinical trials, helping women live longer with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali was also significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious liver problems and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. It's our time to continue to shine because we are the Thrivers. Ask your doctor about Kisqali, the only treatment in its class proven to help women live longer in 2 clinical trials.
The biggest and best RV event in the Midwest is back. The News 3 Now. Madison Camper and RV show and sale. See over a mile's worth of RVs, camping equipment, and campgrounds under one roof. Tickets are just $10 and kids are free. Seniors, you're welcome at half price on Friday. Meet Gridiron Great Gilbert Brown Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Find out more and get your VIP ticket at MadisonRVShow.com. See you at the Alliant Energy Center, January 31st, February 1st, and 2nd.
How does the automatic emergency braking in the Chevy Equinox work?
Oh, no. What?
Can you tell me how lane keep assist with lane departure warning works?
Lane departure warning? What is that exactly?
Kids may not know about the 2020 Chevy Equinox's standard safety features, but every parent should.
Get $3,750 cash allowance on most Equinox models. Plus, current GM owners can get an additional $750 cash allowance. And eligible GM card members get $1,000 in bonus earnings.
Mattress deals keep coming at Ashley Home Store's sale and clearance event. Save up to 70% off dozens of closeouts, year-end models, and floor sample mattresses. Plus 6 years no-interest financing on Tempur-Pedic. And free at-home delivery and setup. Only at Ashley Home Store's sale and clearance event.
We do continue to watch the traffic for folks who are headed home on this Friday, and still there are several traffic impacts to talk about. This is the Beltline at Todd Drive right now. We just saw one plow be able to go through, but still it is a very slow going. We're talking heavy traffic delays. It doesn't matter which direction you're headed, from Middleton up towards Sauk City, or if you're going from Middleton towards the east, over towards Monona. We are certainly seeing those delays. In fact, speeds are as slow as 8 miles per hour in some spots. So traffic is truly coming to a crawl, especially as you work your way eastbound as well. Our Amanda Quintana is live on the Beltline right now. She begins to approach Monona. Amanda, tell us what you're seeing.
Yes, Chris, well, just what you said. We have been going less than 10 miles an hour this whole time. So going, when we were headed eastbound, it took us about 30 minutes to get from Todd Drive to John Nolan. Really, really slow and go traffic here. Lots of brake lights that we're seeing. The visibility still pretty bad, but everyone is being forced to go slow. We do see some lights up ahead. Might be a tow truck on the side. We've seen a few tow trucks have to pass us. So obviously it's pretty bad out here. I'm not gonna lie. The conditions are not great. And it is about to be 5 o'clock. You know, more people are going to be getting on the Beltline, and that snow just continues to cover the road. Mark and Susan, we will send it back to you.
Yeah, bad timing.
Be very careful, Amanda. Thank you. Well, here's one sweet story. It's the world's largest Snickers bar, and it really satisfied. This peanut-packed behemoth bar was unveiled in Waco, Texas. It's more than 2 feet wide, weighs 4,700 pounds, and if that's not nutty enough, it's the size of 43,000 regular Snickers bars. Guinness World Records was on hand to solidify the colossal confection as the cream of the candy crop.
Oh, I love that.
I love Snickers.
I know.
In 1975, the Swedish group ABBA topped the charts with a song called Mamma Mia. And that was turned into a Broadway jukebox musical, which debuted in 1999.
Since that debut, over 65 million people have seen the show, and it's grossed $4 billion nationwide.
And those numbers will inch up a bit because the Verona Area Community Theater is staging Mamma Mia this month. Our Michael Bruno goes backstage to check it out.
I work all night, I work all day to pay the bills I have to pay.
This is the really great thing about doing community theater, is that it's for everybody of all ages. But it's even greater about ABBA themselves is that they speak to every generation. No matter what you're going through and the experience that you currently are feeling, there's a song by ABBA that works to support you in your current moment.
Money, 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 must be funny in a rich man's world.
And did you find it interesting how you can take a bunch of unrelated songs and how they made this plot kind of meld around the songs for that?
Right, it sort of meanders its way through the ABBA songs. It's sort of like an ABBA concert, really, with some story in it. But really, the ABBA songs are just a fantastic way to emphasize what's going on in the plot. And of course, I mean, I grew up dancing to ABBA, singing ABBA as well, so it's just a dream to be able to do this with a awesome band and an awesome ensemble, too.
It's a rich man's world.
There's all these talented people in the Madison area, and most adults, few other teenagers my age, and it's just crazy to be a part of such a large production between cast, crew, like everyone is so nice and so welcoming, and I'm just really thankful.
Money, 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 must be funny in a rich man's world.
And has there been anything like challenging or difficult?
A very specific part is during Voulez-Vous, which is their Act 1 closer. I'm walking around for a lot of it, and it's kind of turned into one of my favorite parts of the show because I'm walking around as blocking, but there's people on stage dancing, so getting hit in the face almost a lot of times during that is kind of fun.
If I had a little money, it's a rich man's world.
Why is there suddenly everybody's doing Mamma Mia? It's just insane how many companies, high schools, and community theaters, it's like suddenly there's this ABBA Mamma Mia craze.
Yeah, so Mamma Mia opened on Broadway in 2001, and it has been a smash ever since. And for years and years, MTI Music Theater International was advertising that the rights were coming available. The rights were becoming available, and finally in 2018, they released the rights. So everyone was applying. We tried 3 times before we got it. Everyone was trying to get the rights to do that musical.
And
oh, Mamma Mia, I wish I was in Greece.
No, I love this show. You can see it 10 times and you still love it.
It really is. It's if you ever heard one ABBA song, you'll sing it along with them, and it really is. It's a wonderful, wonderful production.
And they tell a story using the songs. That's kind of ingenious.
They really do. I mean, lots of you get a jukebox musical, and you just hear hit after hit after hit. But this one, they actually weave the storyline, and it actually fits the plot around these songs. It's kind of ingenious.
They made all their own costumes?
Yeah, it's all original stuff.
Oh, that's great.
So they've tried for years to get this show here.
Well, evidently that's why there was this upsurgence of Mamma Mia. Everybody was doing it because the rights weren't being released for so long.
Yeah. They opened the floodgates.
And then when they finally released the rights, everybody that applied for it got the rights to do it. So high schools are doing it, community theaters are doing it.
Mamma Mia! Exclamation points.
Everybody's getting rich off of Mamma Mia.
Verona High School Performing Arts Center, January 17th, 18th, 23, 24, 25 at 7, January 19th at 2, vact.org/tickets.
Oh, I love that hat. You look great.
You wear my
yes, we can. We'll be matching outfits.
I had on my green dress this morning, and then I spilled a cup of coffee all over the front of it.
Oh,
so
no.
It's not easy being me.
Not easy being green either. Next week.
Next week, it's next fall. Stage Q's production at the Bartell Theater.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Yes.
Next fall.
That's right. Go Packers!
Yes.
Go Pack.
Have a good weekend, Michael. Thanks.
We'll be right back.
Pretty rope.
It's the Dream It with Darrow sales event. Pick your dream with only $20 down. Drive a 20 Chrysler Pacifica, only $467 a month, or a 20 Ram 1500 Bighorn, $629 a month. It's the Start Something New sales event. Dream it at Russ Darrow Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Madison.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
This is the Denny's Super Slam. 2 bacon, 2 sausage, 2 eggs, hash browns, and pancakes. And now make those pancakes all you can eat for $1. That's where the duper comes in. The all-new Super Duper Slam. Just $6.99. See you at Denny's.
It's the Dream It with Darrow sales event. Pick your dream with only $20 down. Drive a 2020 Kia Forte, only $149 a month, or 20 Kia Sportage, $219 a month. Plus get $2,000 minimum for your trade. Dream it at Russ Darrow Kia on Odana Road and RussDarrowMadison.com.
Happy weekend, folks. Snow was once again the big story this Saturday.
Chris Reese is tracking how much we'll get and how it'll impact students moving back to the UW campus this weekend, as well as anyone else driving downtown.
Join Keely and Chris Saturday morning at 5 and 8.
A cutting-edge procedure with new technology.
Part of the detection is embedded in the mattress pad.
Transforming how tumors are located during breast cancer surgery.
I know exactly how to get to it.
Coming to a hospital near you. Monday on News 3 Now at 10.
As promised, it's snowing.
It sure is. That heavy snow coming down right now. Now, we've actually seen it let up just a little bit.
Oh, we can see the Capitol.
pretty heavy. We can see the Capitol now with what's continuing to fall out there, folks. We have several more hours of this. As we go through tonight, look for those temperatures falling into the mid-20s. We might actually see a brief period where this mixes in with a little bit of sleet and some freezing rain, especially closer towards the state line. That is why my totals are just a little bit lower there. 2 to 4 inches in places like Janesville, over towards Milwaukee, 4 to 6 inches as you work your way from Madison up towards Portage, Poynette, Partyville, places like that. And then as you get towards Westfield, that's where you start to get into that 6 to 7 inch range, if not a little bit more. So we're going to be watching this very closely as we go through the rest of the night.
I'd rather have snow than ice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah. All right, keep an eye on things
Thanks,
for us.
Chris.
Thanks, Chris. Monday here on Live at 4, we'll meet our Pet of the Week from the Dane County Humane Society.
And film critic Will Loper will be here. He'll tell us what he thinks of the latest incarnation of Doolittle. That's coming up Monday on Live at 4.
Welcome to the all-new Dwellings. Don't miss our new Fitchburg showroom grand opening now through March 31st.
What does help for heart failure look like?
The beat goes on.
It looks like Emily, cooking dinner for 10.
The beat goes on.
It looks like Jonathan on a date with his wife. Entresto is a heart failure medicine that helps your heart, so you can keep on doing what you love. Entresto helped people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure. Yeah. Entrust your heart to Entresto.
The beat goes on.
This is the Chevy Silverado with the world's first invisible trailer.
Invisible trailer?
Hop in. Silverado offers an optional technology package with up to 15 different views, including one enhanced view that makes your trailer appear invisible. Wow.
That's pretty sweet. Cool.
Where's the trailer though?
Or get a total value of $6,500 on this Silverado without optional tech package or enhanced invisible view. Plus, current GM owners get an additional $750 cash allowance. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
At Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, we know that no two pets are the same. That's why each of our 5 Southern Wisconsin locations is wall-to-wall with everything you and your pet need, including dog food, cat food, pet beds, thousands loads of toys, treats, and chews, and supplies for your small animals, birds, and reptiles too. With so many options, finding what you need is easy. You gotta get down to Mounds and see for yourself. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Dwellings, Madison's best kept $150 secret. Visit our new Fitchburg showroom grand opening now through March 31st.
Well, it may be the dead of winter, but the news hounds have come to the rescue with some heartwarming animal stories.
Lola and Louie have the top animal stories of the week in the News Hounds Now update.
It's News Hounds Now Update with Lola and Louie.
This week on the News Hounds, a rare pack of mountain lions.
Kachil turns 6.
And pandemonium.
A 100-year-old tortoise named Diego is being credited with saving his species. He's responsible for the fertilization of 800 offspring, saving one of the species of giant tortoise in the Galapagos Islands. Diego will return in March to his original habitat at Espanola Island, from where he was extracted more than 8 decades ago. This type of giant tortoise went from a critical state of 15, including Diego, to 2,000, thanks to the Giant Turtle Restoration Program.
Officials at the North Carolina Zoo are celebrating a new addition. They welcomed a brand new baby rhinoceros into the fold. The female white southern rhino weighed in about 100 pounds at birth. She'll grow up to be around 5,500 pounds someday. White rhinos were once hunted almost to extinction, but conservation efforts have helped raise the population. This little girl, yet unnamed, is turning out to be a crowd favorite.
Speaking of crowd favorites, one of the Brookfield Zoo's orangutans, Kachil, is celebrating his 6th birthday. In honor of the big day, animal care staff at the Chicago Area Zoo presented him with 6 little frozen cakes, each topped with fresh fruit and a celery stick instead of a candle. Kachil's foster sister also joined in the celebration. She's become a wonderful big sister to Kachil. The two can be seen interacting with one another in the zoo's Tropic World Asia habitat.
5 California mountain lions were seen together on home surveillance video in a rare gathering of the notoriously solitary big cats. One of the cougars is bigger than the other, so scientists speculate it's the mother lion, and the others are likely her cubs, but probably not all from the same litter. Mothers often chase off their cubs after a year, so seeing a family of them is quite uncommon.
Every year, the Moscow Zoo collects hundreds of unsold fir trees and puts them in animal enclosures. Ding Ding the panda couldn't be happier. She soon realizes it's easier to roll around in the snow and chew the festive branches.